Hi, my name is Anne, and we are talking about lizards here at the Burpee Museum today. The animal I'm holding right now, his name is Ice. He is a black and white Argentine tegu. So these animals are from Argentina. Ice himself is not from Argentina. He actually came from Florida, where these guys are an invasive species. He was captured, and now he lives here at the Burpee Museum. He's a really amazing animal. He has some really cool features that we're going to talk about. One are his cool feet, which he's wiggling and showing off for you right now. He has the ability to use these amazing claws for digging and also for self-defense. He also has an amazing tongue. If you take a look at his tongue, you can see that he has a forked tongue, and he has a special organ inside of his mouth called the Jacobson organ. This allows him to have directional smelling, so he can smell to the left and he can smell to the right, and he knows where the delicious food is coming from. As far as what he eats, he mostly is an omnivore, so he'll eat anything from eggs all the way to mice, and then he'll eat fruits, vegetables. He doesn't mind a few cockroaches now and then. He is a very, very good eater. If you look down at his tail, you'll notice that he has a lot of muscle down here. He actually uses his tail and he can whip it around to defend himself if he feels scared. He is a male, and one of the reasons we know he's a male is because he has these lovely jowls on the side of his face that make him look beautiful to the ladies. So this is a really interesting species because their vision isn't all that remarkable, but their sense of smell is probably one of their strongest scents. And I'm going to show you a couple different lizards. Here is a really different kind of lizard. This is a gecko. This is an amazing New Caledonian giant gecko, also known as the Rhacodactylus leachianus, sometimes just called a lychee for short. They have beautiful skin that wrinkles up around their body and a very velvety feel when you touch them. He's a nocturnal animal, so you'll see his eyes are incredibly constricted right now, and you only see a small slit. But once it gets dark out, that dilates to the entire eye, looking almost like a black circle. He is amazing because of his ability to hold on. He has teeny tiny hairs all over his feet, as do all geckos, that allow him to hold on to surfaces. A lot of people think it's either suction cups or mucus. It's neither of those. It actually is a little tingly feeling when you touch it, and it's all those teeny tiny hairs. Now this kind of gecko actually has a prehensile tail, so it can grab onto something with its tail. He doesn't typically hang his body weight from his tail. You'll see that more commonly in an animal like a chameleon, but he does have a pretty amazing tail as well. Now he's only about a year old, so he will get bigger. Some of these guys can get about twice as big as what we see him right now. When they hatch, they're about this big. So he's grown a lot already in his life, and we expect him to get even bigger. So this is a Rhacodactylus leachianus. What we have here are two geckos of the genus Uroplatus. Uroplatus geckos are only found in Madagascar. We can see this one right here is a sakori. He's full grown. This is as big as they get. And his whole body has just totally ridiculously cool camouflage. You can also see his dermal flap that's right here on the side that allows him to blend in his environment by pushing his whole body against the wall or the tree or the stick, and allows him to really blend in. Speaking of sticks, check out this guy here. This is a lined leaf-tail gecko, Uroplatus linnaeus, and he has a black tongue, which is really quite remarkable and beautiful. Notice these geckos don't have eyelids, so they're not going to blink, and anytime anything gets on their eyes, they're going to take that tongue out and wipe off their eye to clean it off, kind of like I might clean my glasses off. If I got a little spot on them. Now these guys' tails do have a little bit of an ability to hold on, but for the most part, their tail looks like a leaf and allows them to really, really blend in amazingly. These guys are only insectivores, so they're gonna eat crickets, flies, some roaches, but for the most part at the Burpee Museum, these guys are eating mostly vitamin-dusted crickets. And the sakori is on my foot right now, thinking about climbing back up. These guys are going to climb you like a tree, so they're always going to be seeking the highest point. When they jump, they just look totally amazing. They have amazingly powerful legs. In the wild, this guy can jump up to 10 feet. They usually jump and then spread their legs, and you get an amazing amount of distance when they come. They also have the little tiny hairs all over their feet, just like the New Caledonian giant gecko does. All geckos hold on with the same mechanism. So you can see he's incredibly acrobatic. And that's the leaf-tailed gecko.